Hello friends, in this video I am going to explain about the configuration sets in Pega. Where do you see the configuration sets? Go to the App Studio. Under the App Studio, click on settings. There is a option called it as a configurations. Click on that. There are two buttons here. One is manage configuration sets, another one is add a configuration. Manage configuration sets and add a configuration. What is meant by the configuration sets? Set is nothing but a collection or a group of elements. Here also configuration sets means collection of or a group of configurations. Manage means you can manage those configuration sets. Now click on manage configuration sets here. Already you are seeing that there are two configuration sets, name Suresh, another one is a test, which contains how many number of configurations or how many number of settings. Suresh configuration set contains a one, and test configuration set contains a number of settings is two. Now I am going to create a one new configuration set, call it as a loan. Click on OK. By default, this configuration set doesn't have any configurations. This configuration set doesn't have any configuration set. Now close this one, and if you want you can refresh it. Configurations, see, only two, because since it doesn't have any configurations under the loan configuration set. Click on one configuration or setting, for example, uh, max or min loan min loan amount, minimum loan amount we can offer for this festival, etc. What is the configuration set? Loan. Configuration scope. This configuration is applicable for any specific case type or for entire application. Yes, this is applicable for entire application. If you want to, the scope is only for a specific case type, you can apply for a specific case type. I have a two case types, a test and customer. Now I am making as a complete for my application. What is the data type? I am selecting a integer. I am selecting loan amount is integer. So what is this minimum loan amount value? By default constant. Okay, minimum loan amount value is 3000. Minimum we can give 3000. We cannot give 2000 or 1000. So minimum loan amount is 3000, and here constant per production level. Okay, for testing if you want you can update some one value, for production you want to keep it another value. So this is also same as application setting. This is also same as application setting, and the previous one is same as a dynamic system setting. Previous one is same as dynamic system setting. Okay, and calculated a value from a decision table. So you can define one decision table and you can calculate that value, minimum loan amount value, based on that decision table, and you can put some conditions in the decision table. When this condition is true, this value, minimum value. If that condition is true, minimum value is this much. You can calculate that value. Instead of hard coding this minimum loan amount value, you can calculate that value based on one decision table. So right now what I'm doing, the minimum loan amount value I'm putting as 3000. Click on submit. When you expand advanced, this ID of this configuration set, ID of this configuration set, sorry, ID of this configuration. Now see this one, configuration set name is loan, What is the configuration? Min loan amount, minimum loan amount, type is integer value, and updated date, etc. If you want you can delete it, and if you want you can update this value as well. Okay, now what happened in the backend when you created a configuration? Okay, go to the dev studio, go to the dev studio, go to the records, data model, and property. Just refresh. What is this? Property name is minimum loan amount, min loan amount. That means for each and every configuration, one property got created by the Pega in the backend. So open this min loan amount. Type is integer. What is the class name? Pega configuration, etc. There is a one class also created. Pega hyphen configuration hyphen loan, etc. After this is a one unique ID. So with this, and this is a final class name. Say make it as a final. So for this class got created and property got created. Where these are created, Pega is looking for a one open rule set version. Pega is looking for one open rule set version. By default, my application is having a one open rule set version, because test app is my application. It has a rule set version test app 010101, which is not locked rule set version. See this one, test app 010101. It is not locked. And next question, why it is only picked the test rule set version? Why it is picked only test app rule set version? Why it is not picked the test app int? Obviously this is also unlocked rule set version, right? It is based on the rule set hierarchy, always based on the rule set hierarchy, which is the first open rule set version. It picked that and created this property and class under that rule set. Next, okay, now the rule set got, sorry, now the property got created. Now the property got created and the class name is Pega configuration, and all these are the instances of, all these are the instances of. First of all, open this minimum loan amount and click, see the PZINS key, view XML, see the PZINS key, Pega hyphen configuration hyphen this class, etc. Here is this rule obj property under this class minimum loan amount, and this is the timestamp. Next, so all these configurations are data hyphen configuration setting. All these are instances of this class data hyphen configuration settings. See this one, minimum loan amount and setting name is minimum loan amount. Context by default application is a test app and name is this much. All these are instances of this data hyphen configuration setting. So as of now, we created a configuration setting. How do you use that configuration setting? How do you refer that configuration setting? So what I am going to do is I have a one, I want to use in my activity. Go to the records. For example, go to the technical activity. For example, I am opening this activity called data flow. Okay, remove this one, not required. So in my property set, expand, I want to fetch that configuration value. How do you fetch it? I want to fetch that configuration value. How do you fetch it? So param dot min loan, and click on this expression builder, browse. See this one, there is an option called it as a configurations. And what is the configuration? Loan, min loan. See this one. When you select this one, Pega is trying to fetch this configuration value by using this data page. Now what I am going to do is see, this one data page is also got created. Open this under which rule set version, test tab. Property created, class created, data page created, and this is a thread level data page, and it is a read only data page, and the class is Pega configuration. And what is the source of activity? What is the source for this data page is activity px get configuration value, which is nothing but a OOTB value, which is nothing but a OOTB value. Sorry, OOTB activity. And what are the parameters? Set configuration set name. Why? Because all the configurations are under the configuration set. Configuration setting name, context to retrieve the setting value, and the reference of the context page on which it would be a calculations are executed. So by default this activity is having the four parameters. And go back to our activity. Sorry, so here we are referring this minimum loan amount, and data page got created. So see, data page is we are passing three parameters: setting, minimum loan amount, context is current class context reference is current step page reference, dot min loan amount. This is the property got created, and the configuration name also same. And click on submit. Save save just to open the test tab if you want to see how many rules got created. Okay, now it is bit difficult to go through all these rules. If you want to understand what are the list of rules got created in the backend, means you can keep one unlocked rule set version, because in my application all are unlocked rule set versions only, so that you can easily understand when you create or when you refer this configuration what is happened in the backend. So now go to my activity. Here only I refer, right? Click on save, actions, run, and you can trace it. Okay, already I think tracer is there. Actions, run, click on trace, click on run, success. You can see the tracer. So in my activity I have only one step, property set. After that this data page is getting executed, and it is trying to fetch the value. And if you can refer this, d underscore configuration setting, context setting is minimum loan amount, context is the current class px obj class, context reference is py step page reference, page reference. What is the page here? Run record primary page, run record primary page. What is the page of the uh, what is the page of this activity? Run record primary page is the step page. Now finally this activity is executed, and click on this properties set, click on unnamed. I saved into the minimum loan amount value, min loan is 3000. That means I fetched that configuration value and set it into this property. So in this way you can refer these configurations. In this way you can refer these configurations. Even in the, for example, in my case type also you can refer this. For example, I have a test, click on step, mm, uh, Here, if you can include any decisions. So for example, if you include any decisions where you can also apply the configurations, So what is the purpose of these configuration sets? So the main intention is low code application development. Normally, if you want, sir, we can also create these configurations using the dynamic system setting and application setting. Yes, for dynamic system setting, for application setting, you need to log in into the dev studio, and again you need to update it, and business users cannot log in into the dev studio and they cannot make the changes. For app settings, always you need to override. That means again you need to save as into another rule set version, and you need to make the changes and you need to deploy that into the other environments. But coming to this configurations, Pega has provided a flexibility to the business users. They can manage, they can make, or they can update at any point of time during the productions. They can manage the configurations at any point of time. No need to make any code changes, no need to deploy any code changes. They can change the application behavior based on this functionality. They can change the application behavior based on this functionality. That's why they kept it in the app studio for the low code app development. For example, minimum loan amount is 3,000. After 6 months, minimum loan amount I want to change it as a 5,000. So what shall we do? Okay, again, Suresh, go to the Dev Studio and update the DSS, or go to the Dev Studio, update the app setting and deploy it to the production. I don't want to do this one. The business user or who are obviously app studio people can log in into the environment. They can make the change directly. They can make the change directly without rule overridden, without making any code changes. They can change the behavior of the application, and you can also easily deploy or migrate or move all these configurations from one environment to the another environment using your product file. Using your product file, include associated data. You can select include associated data. You can refer these configurations, you can manage these configurations from the app studio. Very flexible. At least I hope you understand the purpose of this managing the configurations provided in app studio. Thank you.